I would consider myself to be an avid skier. I live part-time in Beaver Creek, Colorado, which is about 10 miles down the road from Vail. And so every year I spend at least 3 or 4 days skiing Vail. And if you've never skied the mountain before, it's incredible. It's one of the largest in the United States. It has a ton to offer. But because it's so vast, it is very difficult to navigate. And I feel like I'm always trying to get somewhere when I'm skiing at Vail, and I have to constantly pay attention and be on my game the entire time. But when I ski Beaver Creek, it's effortless because it's so easy to get from one end of the resort to the other. It has a lot to offer, but it just flows. It's laid out better. And I find that I can literally be in the moment far more when I'm there because I don't have to think about where I'm going. All I have to do is think about my skiing. And when I look at that and I compare it to life, in life I found, especially years ago, that I was always trying to get somewhere. I'd set a goal for myself, I'd reach that goal, and I'd immediately set another goal to where I wanted to go next. And what was happening is I wasn't taking the time to enjoy the ride. And then something changed. And what changed is my daughter Sarah was born, my first daughter. And here I was holding this infant. And I started to realize, and everybody kept telling me how quickly they grow up. And they kept saying, before you know it, she's going to be leaving for college, getting married, getting on with her own life. Make sure you appreciate the time that you have now. And so I came up with this technique I call the mental snapshot, where I'd be putting my daughter to bed, or she'd be sitting there hugging me, and I would force myself in that moment and take that snapshot and be present and be in the now. And I did it. And I still do it every day. And then I started thinking about, what about life in general? Am I doing that enough? And I started to think about the goals. And when I would hit that goal, rather than just saying, okay, what's the next goal? I would take the time to simply enjoy that moment. I achieved it. Pat myself on the back. Think about, being in that moment, taking that snapshot. And even going as far as giving myself a reward for reaching that goal. Because what happened then is it became more fulfilling. And as it became more fulfilling, life in general got better. And it would help me reach future goals because I'd always have something to look forward to. So we talk about attainment being a big deal, and it is. But what it also does is it keeps you on that path. And what it also allows you to do is experience more success because you're constantly focused on it. So what I'd ask you to do for homework is this. Just take mental snapshots. Appreciate those moments. Whether it's your children, whether it's something you're doing on a vacation, or whether it's achieving a goal. But appreciate it and take those mental snapshots. And I would encourage you, if you do this, you will live a far more enjoyable life. And I have one final request. As you notice yourself having success in this area, share with me what you're doing. Share the ideas. And just let me know how it's going. In the meantime, have a great, great week.